What is going on, guys? TKD123 video, and today we'll talk about the brand new DLC pack that just came out for Battlefront 2. And this of course falls right in line with the original Battlefront when they released the Force Awakens pack, where they had out the Battle of Jakku and everything. This one will fall right in line with The Last Jedi. And of course, with The Last Jedi releasing at least tomorrow night as of this recording and everything, I am super pumped, super excited for Last Jedi. And we got some new stuff here going with Battlefront 2 that I may have to get to before I even see The Last Jedi, so we might have to binge a little bit of story content in the morning on the stream, but we will see. Let's get right into what you'll be getting here with the Last Jedi content pack. And the first bit here that we're going to get here with this DLC is a little bit more story content. Now, a lot of people have criticized the story mode. A lot of people say that it was a little bit underwhelming, a little bit lackluster, a little bit short, Me, I thought it was okay for what it was. I wasn't expecting to be, blown away and everything. I was blown away in the moment. Like, if you watch my stream that I did one entire stream and just binge the whole thing. I thought it was great. I thought it was amazing. We saw Luke. We saw a bunch of new characters that we have never seen in an era that we've never seen before and everything. So I definitely did enjoy it. But a lot of people were kind of lukewarm about it. But here with this DLC, we are getting a little bit more. We are getting 3 chapters that follow the original storyline of Battlefront 2 and everything. And it's called Ressurrection. And this will follow the First Order's rise to power, along with you taking control of Iden Versio once more, who was the main protagonist of the actual Battlefront 2 story. And I cannot wait to play this, and I feel like I have to play this before Last Jedi. So I feel like what we're gonna do here is that tomorrow morning, the day of Star Wars Last Jedi, I think we're gonna start off with doing a binge stream of these 3 missions to prep us all for Last Jedi, right? And I feel like we're definitely gonna do that here tomorrow morning. Stay tuned on my Twitter, just like keep locked on my Twitter if I announce it officially. And I feel like at this point I'm probably gonna end up doing it just to be fully aware and just fully just know everything I need to know before The Last Jedi, because I feel like with this timing of this releasing right before the movie, I feel like there's a little bit of something here that could give us some tidbits that tie into The Last Jedi. So definitely am going to check it out. And moving on to multiplayer side of things, we're getting 2 more heroes added to the roster, and that is Finn with the Resistance and Captain Phasma for the First Order. So these of course are people that we see in the new trilogy. They're great characters. I love my boy Finn. Shout out to Finn, what I'm saying. So they will be unlocked for everyone to play. There is no needing for you to spend credits and to unlock them. They are officially able to be just had. If you log in during the Last Jedi season, you'll be able to unlock them. No ifs, ands, or buts, no questions about it. You just get it straight up. And I do really enjoy that they are adding a lot of new characters to this. I really am fond of it and everything, stuff like that. And they are also adding some new maps and everything. They have a new map here called Crate, and they also have a Starfighter Assault map, which is the car, and a new hero ship, which is the Tali Lintra's RZ-2A wing. Now, I'm not particularly aware of this A-wing. I'm pretty sure it's popular if it's going to be added as like a hero and everything, but I'm not 100% sure on the background of this. I'm sure I know, I just got looked up real quick. Upon looking it up here, we actually do not know this person. She is new to The Last Jedi. She'll be introduced in the movie and everything, and so it seems that she is a resistance fighter, and she is a woman, and she pilots this just like really cool blue looking A-wing and everything, and she'll be featured here first on the DLC. And this is her first technically introduction to Star Wars, because the whole movie's not out yet, so we'll see a lot more of her in the movie. But make sure to check her out in the movie as well, and you'll be able to fly her A-wing as a hero ship in Battlefront 2, which is pretty cool. And now the really cool thing about this whole Last Jedi, DLC event season thing is that you have to first choose who you are fighting for during the season. So players can choose either the Resistance or the First Order, and you will be given special challenges and different, things to accomplish and do throughout the actual season, and that will add on to the side you chose. And so if you are with the Resistance, every single thing you complete, whether it be a challenge or whatever and stuff like that, you will gain more credibility and more points, or however they do it, towards the Resistance side, and vice versa if you chose the First Order. And so a little example like this is that during the week of December 13th, which is, this week, the faction that earns the most challenges and stuff and the most, things that they complete, they will either earn high power upgrades for either Finn if you're Resistance or Captain Phasma for the First Order. So little things like that kind of bring in the whole entire player base as a community, and working towards a goal is really cool in my opinion. I definitely do like how they're doing that with this DLC and everything. And they're doing kind of the same thing that we just see World War II doing as well, where they they're having like weekly challenges and everything like that, different playlists, a weekly faction challenge, daily challenges, all that good stuff. There's even Starfighter Assault Sunday for Christmas Eve, all this cool stuff that they're doing for the game and everything for Last Jedi Season. And you know, and I definitely do like how they're doing this, just because it really does kind of bring everyone, you know, to really enjoy you know, the actual DLC and everything. And just to comment also, I just saw here the map crates from you know, what we'll be getting in a new map for the Last Jedi you know, content rollout here with this one here, is actually the map that we see in the Last Jedi trailers, where it's that planet where it's dust, and when the dust kicks up, it is red and everything. So it's that scene in the trailer where we have the ships flying low, and you know, the force of the actual ships are pushing up the dust, which makes it look red and everything, and that looks super cool. I cannot wait to play that map, and we will all get access to it here on the Last Jedi DLC season. So definitely am enjoying all stuff that, you know, they're adding here with the Last Jedi and stuff like that. And in regard to the new assault map, Dakar, I'm not really 100% you know what, you know, map that is, or where that is exactly, or like which planet it is, but I'm sure we'll know when Last Jedi comes out and when we all see the Last Jedi and stuff like that. So it's a Starfighter assault map, excuse me, Starfighter assault map, Dakar. Not really sure where it's from. I'm sure we'll see it in the Last Jedi. And yeah, man, that's really cool, man. Like, I'm really excited for all this stuff like that. And honestly, you know, just to be completely honest with you guys, I have not spent a lot of time here on Battlefront 2 as much as I'd want to. It's just I have so many games right now I'm playing, guys. Like, I'm so, you know, like, I'm still trying to get through Origins, and I picked up Wolfenstein 1 and trying to get through that series to play Wolfenstein 2 and everything. And I've been, you know, a lot with World War 2 and getting these new weapons, everything. And I feel like I haven't given Battlefront 2 its fair shake. Like I haven't played it in a few weeks. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's been probably a week, 2 weeks tops. And it's really sad, just because I love the original Star Wars Battlefront, and I really do want to, you know, play and support Battlefront 2 and everything. And speaking of support, it looks like Battlefront 2, at least sales figures wise, is not doing the greatest overall. And this article comes to us from VG247, and what they're saying here is that, you know, they have essentially reduced its price target and profit estimate for EA following the weak sales of Battlefront 2. And what they're saying here is that in the month of November, you know, when the actual game launched and when the last game launched as well, they were down sales figures wise by 52% in comparison to the first Star Wars Battlefront 2015. So that is a huge decrease in sales and everything. And of course, we can look at the microtransaction fiasco, where to blame and everything, and how that completely blew up, and how that was such a bad thing for EA overall, and how it looked just very, very bad and everything, just with that microtransaction fiasco. And even though they took out, you know, the microtransactions in the game and everything for the time being, it was still not enough to really, you know, cause damage to their sales and everything, and really hurt EA's wallet in that manner. And even over here in the UK, the article states that their sales in store, like, so their brick and mortar disc sales and everything, like in store, they were down by 61% when you look at the original Battlefront in 2015 those figures as well. So definitely here there is a lot of just negative sales wise going for Battlefront 2 and everything. And it is kind of unfortunate to see, just because, you know, at least, you know, just aside from the microtransaction stuff, you know, I feel like the game is really fun. I think that Battlefront 2 is a great game overall. It really does speak to the Star Wars fan, honestly, and I feel like, you know, it's so good, you know, to just play anything Star Wars, at least like to me personally, right? And so to have this have negative, you know, sales figures and everything, and obviously it's because of the microtransactions and all that, you know, egregious crazy business stuff and everything. But it is unfortunate to see that this game is not doing the best that it could. And we have the official CFO of EA say, quote, "Clearly we are focused on listening to the consumer and understanding what the consumers want, and that's evolving constantly. But we are working on improving the progression system. We turned the microtransactions off as an opportunity to work on the progression system inside the game. We are continuing to do that. I think there's an update this week and again next week. Over time, we'll address how we will want to bring the MTX either into the game or not, and what form we will decide to bring it into." So it looks like, you know, through that quote, they are actually balancing the notion of even bringing them into the game at all anymore, just because of the last quote where he says, you know, either into the game or not, and what form we decide to bring it into. So it looks like there's a chance that we might never see microtransactions in Battlefront 2 again. It looks like, seemingly from this quote here from the CFO of EA, not 100% confirmed. I'm just reading into the actual quote and seeing, you know, what we can kind of get out of here. And of course, it looks like, you know, I mean, just you know, just on the bottom line here, obviously the devs care about the player base, right? Like, they honestly care about how, you know, we view the game and how we want to spend time in the game and everything. And if we are not happy with the product, and we clearly weren't, you know, based off the Reddit posts and everything like that, and all the hoopla that went on a couple weeks ago and everything, it is clear here that they are visible and they see our outcries and they see our response to the microtransactions, and good on them for, you know, making changes. You know what I'm saying? Like, whether we see them in the future in a little bit, and then you know, it looks like here we will see an update either this week or next week or both. You know what I'm saying? So it looks like they are ready to almost talk about it to us, and we will see how they handled this whole situation. And that has been my time here on this video. Let me know down below, are you excited about The Last Jedi as much as I am? Are you excited for The Last Jedi Season in Battlefront 2? Are you going to play as Finn? Are you going to play as Phasma? Are you going to choose the Resistance? Or you can choose the First Order? Let me know all your thoughts here down in the comments below, and make sure while you're done there to check out my description where you can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, all that stuff, where you can follow me on there. Thank you all for watching, and as always, may the Force be with you, and I got you.